I have not had the pleasure of seeing, so I'm looking very forward to this. Please give it up for Mr. Matthew Ebner.
Keep going for Chuck. Is everybody doing good tonight? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm doing good. I'm always doing good. I don't really get stressed out, you know? Just kind of rise above it. Like right now I'm $70,000 in debt. I'm 2 weeks behind on all of my work. And I still haven't had that define the relationship talk with this girl I'm seeing. But I figure it's all part of the bigger picture, you know? As long as I have a lot of shit that needs to get done, if God were to kill me, he'd be doing me a favor. It's like my own personal immortality clause, you know? It's not that I'm lazy. I just want to guarantee my longevity. So if you ever see me on your airplane, feel secure. Because if that shit went down, well, I'd be getting off light. I've been talking to my therapist. He says I don't give myself enough credit. You know, he wants to blame it on parental issues. But like growing up as a kid, my parents were always good to me. You know, if I were to blame anyone for my confidence issues, it would have to be my imaginary friends. And I use the word friends plural because when I create a fictitious social circle, I make myself popular. You know? I'd actually completely forgotten about them until they started sending me friend requests through MySpace. But the other thing me and my therapist talk about is women. You know, the girls in my life who I'm dating, who I'm seeing, who I'm associating with. They generally fall into two categories. Really bitchy and cock teases. Because that's what I like. I really think it all goes back to that Freudian principle, because when I was growing up as a kid, my mom always used to yell at me, and she never put out. But also growing up as a kid, I suffered from the PMS. Not the monthly occurring thing, more of the chronic condition, the platonic man syndrome. I'm the only guy I know who has slept with more women than he's had sex with. But, I was more optimistic as a kid. I've grown cynical over the years. People are always coming up to me and being like, man, have you lost weight? You look really good. You know? And I have not gained or lost a pound in 2 years. You know? And I used to take it as a compliment. But then it occurred to me, you know, I am just really fat in people's heads. You know? Like right now you're all looking at me and like, I'm a regular guy. But tomorrow you'll be telling your friends about the show and you'll be like, man, there was this comic on stage last night. I don't know how he fit, man. The motherfucker was huge. But I think about going to the gym because they say, you know, you should go to the gym to get in shape. But like, this is the shape that I've been in. If I were to go to the gym, I'd be taking myself out of shape. But last week I was driving past a 99-cent store, you know, which is rarer than you would think. But next to it, they had this huge sign that said, all items, 99 cents and up. And I thought to myself, that's not a 99-cent store. That's a fucking store. Yeah. And it's an expensive store too, because you can't even get a candy bar for 59 cents. You know? And I like went to the how-to book section, but like all those books are like things that you do not need a book to know how to do. Like how to negotiate, how to change a light bulb, how to alphabetize your CDs. Where are the cool how-to books? How to count your chickens before they hatch. How to make an omelet without breaking any eggs. How to have your cake and eat it too. These are the books I want to read. Before I did this gig, I was actually a professional poker player. Not on the tour. I was almost amateurish. I did not make the tour. You've never seen me on TV. But like on television, they really romanticize it for you, you know? It's a lot of like action and whatever. It's not really like that. It's a lot of sitting around and talking. You try to be friendly. People will offer me a cigarette. But like, I don't smoke. And I'll tell it to them. I'll be like, I'm sorry, sir. I don't smoke. And they'll look at me like I just said, like, I'm sorry, sir. I molest little children. They just look at me like, what? You don't smoke? Why? And it can't be like, because it kills you. I don't want to depress the guy. And I can't be like, is my grandmother died from smoking? Because that's not an excuse. That's like a reason to end a conversation. So now I've completely changed it around, and when they ask me, I go like, no man, I'm sorry, I quit, you know? And it's like a complete 180, you know? You're just like, you quit smoking? That is like the hardest thing to do. You're like my hero, man. Can I buy you a drink? And I'm like, yeah, because I didn't quit drinking. But I don't know about you, but I'm one of those hardcore, drink till you drop crazy drunks. But apparently I am. Based on the pictures I've seen. Because blacking out now isn't like it was 20 years ago. Like, when you wake up the next morning and people are like, man, you were doing the craziest shit last night. Like, you don't have plausible deniability. They have documentation. And like camera phones have completely destroyed any credibility that I used to have. Like anytime I'm having an intelligent conversation, I'll be like, you know, hybrid cars aren't really that good for the environment. Because all the people who drive them aren't carpooling anymore. And they'll be like, oh really? Well then why were you urinating on the windshield of an SUV last night? And I really backed into a corner. And I'm just like, you know what? An SUV killed my grandmother. So fuck off. That was Matthew Ebner, thank you, you've been great.
Come on, keep it going for Matthew Ebner.